We head now road racing in the Target Series for the first time this season. We're at Road America for the running of the SpeedCo 200. And on the pole for today's race is Ryan Taylor in the 23. Beside him on the front row will be the 7 of Greg Torres. Torres' teammate in third is Eli Brent, the 88. Fourth is Danny Lloyd. Rounding out the top 5, Josephine O'Neill in the 34. In sixth, we have Michael Canto. Behind in seventh is Oliver Galloway. Derek Hamill is 8th. Jennifer Beeford in 9th. And Marcus Sachi rounds out the top 10. The rest are starting lineup, Marsha Burrow, and then you have William Bowen. Behind them, Cole Luigi, our points leader. Beside him is second in points, Jonathan Buford. So they start on the same row here at Road America. Behind them, Rowan Fenway and Blake Petrus, along with Jacob Davidson and Max Anderson. Then there's Landon Lyons and Jason Larker. Behind them, Adam McDowell with Trey Rainey. Then we have Riley Spurley-Tube and George Cooper. Then James DeCurligan and Levi Shones. Then we have Luke Rainey and Ryan Brommer. Behind them, Jim Gambit and Jake Jefferson. Then there's Sebastian Kukelan, Evan Hunter, John Gambit with Anthony Hernandez. Then there's Jake Galloway and Paul Taylor, Mitchell Collins with Jeff Bright. Then we have Justin Heath and Anton Charles-Bois. And in the final row, rounding out the field, Alexander on the 09. Two's outside, starting in the 42nd and final position is the number 20 of Mathis Wells. There's our 42-car field for the SpeedCo 200 here at Road America. Let's go down trackside. Get the command to fire the engines up here for the SpeedCo 200. And the field of 42 cars firing up their engines as they're getting ready to go road course racing both left and right here in the Target Series at Road America. The 42 car field rolling off the starting grid. Ryan Taylor, Greg Torres on the front row. Taylor on the pole will lead us to the green flag here at Road America. It's a long racetrack here in Wisconsin, Elkhart Lake. Over 4 miles in length, which means it's a short 8-lap event. Will we see drivers go off course? Will this change the points picture? And who's going to win here at Road America? So as they come off the final corner, they will see the big hill they come up from the front stretch. The pace car, right-hander into pit road. Ryan Taylor, Greg Torres, up the hill they come. We're going to start the SpeedCo 200. Who's going to win our first road race of the season in the Target Series? Up the hill they come. You can see the flagman. When is the green flag going to wave? Up the hill to the start-finish line, to the restart zone, and we are green at Road America. O'Neill in the 34 splits 3 wide to try and get to second. Between the Junior Motorsports teammates, the 88 went up the track, the 7 really messed it up, and O'Neill's going to grab the second position in the 34 car. Eli Bright falls back to third. Torres in a battle with Danny Lloyd for fourth as they approach this slow corner right here. Yeah, Lloyd driving to the inside of Eli Bright, trying to get there. Gets to fourth though, clears Greg Torres. As Eli's now in the challenge to try and get to Josephine O'Neill, looking to the inside of her, into this corner. This left-hander. Eli to the inside. O'Neill going to have the inside preferred line through this corner. How's it going to work out first? She's going to clear Eli, who gets a little bit wide off the track there. Danny Lloyd sells in fourth. Greg Torres back to fifth after starting on the front row in second. He's back to fifth. But now this is a corner where, this is a calamity corner, I guess you could say. If you get just a little bit off, if you get a wheel onto that grass, it will suck you in. You'll get off into the sand trap and you'll have nowhere to go. Our front 5, our front 10 make it through that cleanly. Looks like our front 20 do. As Danny Lloyd trying to fend off the challenge from Greg Torres, who gets sideways through there. And Michael Canto, last race winner, now coming into the mix in the 24 car. Trying to get inside the top 5. He's going to get by Greg Torres here on lap number 1. Inches ahead, right, see if he can clear. Stays beside him, but Torres using that inside lane to get clear of Michael Canto. So Torres keeps 5th. Canto's back to 6th. Meanwhile, front Ryan Taylor from the pole has led this first lap. He's going to come off the final corner and up this huge hill. He's going to lead lap number 1 at the SpeedCo 200. O'Neill with that bold 3-wide move gets to second, but has a long ways to go to run down the 23. The gap is already opened up to a good margin. We'll see as they come across the start-finish line. The gap back to the 34 already over a second and a half. So obviously that 23 car looking pretty fast right now. We look back to a battle right here. It's Derek Hamill. Look at Jonathan Buford breaking out 3 wide in the 66 car. Trying to get every position on his teammate Jeffrey Buford. They are 3 wide just inside the top 10. This is for 8th contact between Jeffrey Buford and Derek Hamill. And Jonathan Buford still 3 wide in this mess. Along with William Bullen, Buford outbreaks his competitors. He's going to grab a top 10 spot right here if he can make it off this corner. But he gets really slow right there with the wheel spin and falls back a few positions. Looks like Jeffrey Buford trying to get around, but she's slow now. Jeffrey Buford may have missed a shift, and Jonathan Buford gets away in the 66 inside the top 10. He's up to 8th. And that's good for him because Cole Luigi's kind of mired back here. Currently right now 15th. Burrow, this huge pack just outside and inside the top 10. As everyone's trying to get every spot they can. Cars trying to jump in on this madness up ahead. There's Marcus Sachi, William Bullen. They're side by side for a spot just outside the top 10. As you look up ahead once again, O'Neal still trying to run down Ryan Taylor as the battle for third. Eli Bright, Danny Lloyd, and Greg Torres, 2 of which are Junior Motorsports cars. Watch Taylor through this corner. Makes it through nice and steady. O'Neal's just a little bit lower there, so that could help her. She might not have had to lift as much. And look at Jonathan Buford. He's on charge right now. This last lap has been great for that 66. He is flying. Look at the run. He has an Oliver Galloway right here. He had to check up, though. He didn't want to wreck right there through that portion of the track. But Jonathan Buford is pulled away from the drivers he just passed, and he's closing in now into the front 7. Up here, a battle. Danny Lloyd looking for third on Eli Bright. He's going to take it. The 21 car now up inside the top 3. Torres on his teammate Eli Bright for 4th. Torres now trying to get by Eli Bright to regain some lost ground. The 7 car up to 4th. Eli back to 5th. Now he might lose that spot as Michael Canto breaks low. Jonathan Buford first spot. That's for 7th. Canto grabs 5th. Galloway keeps 7th. Here comes Jonathan Buford. He's coming to the pits with an issue. I think that's why he was flying around this track. He had an issue. He wanted to get to pit road as fast as he can, but that's a tough break. That car looks so fast. Now he's in pit road. Not going to have a shot to win here today. A car which was possibly a race-winning car. Eli kicked back to 7th as Oliver Galloway grabs the 6th position away. But Eli drives hard on the outside trying to get by. Almost 3 wide, and they are 3 wide. First spot inside the top 5. Canto has 5th. Eli wants it back. Oliver Galloway wants a spot. Look at the contact there. Oliver Galloway make it 2 for 1. 5th, 6th, 7th in a huge battle. Oliver Galloway going to take advantage of all the issues and grab 5th from Michael Canto and Eli Bright made contact. Eli falls back to 7th. He was just 3rd. A lap ago. Canto up to 6th, looking to get a top 5 back. Gets in line. Eli back on his bumper. In 8th, we have Jonathan Buford. 9th is Derek Hamill, but he's under a charge. William Bullen is now 10th. Cole Luigi, our points leader inside the top 15, steadily there. That's what he needs to do to keep this points lead. Up at the front, though, Taylor has not been able to shake O'Neal, who is closing just a little bit this last lap. It is just a little bit, but every little bit can count here on the road course. There's so many spots to make up time, but there's so many spots to lose time as well. You can make up a ton of time in one corner, and the next corner you can lose it all. So Ryan Taylor trying to keep that, but Josephine O'Neal is closing in. Danny Lloyd, Greg Torres, 3rd and 4th. They pulled away. Oliver Galloway in 5th, Canto 6th. And now the battle for 7th could be bigger as Jeffrey Buford in the 62 starting to close in on the 7 cars in front of her. Caution! Yellow is out, and it's for Jay Jefferson, who's wrecked hard. The car is all torn up, and we are going to get a restart here at Road America. Probably not what Taylor or O'Neal want to see because it looked like O'Neal was running down Taylor. Taylor had a nice gap, but that's all going to be erased with a caution just before halfway. As they will climb the hill, it'll be Ryan Taylor to lead us back to the caution flag. A hard-charging O'Neal will be 2nd, Danny Lloyd 3rd, Greg Torres 4th, and Oliver Galloway is going to round out our top 5. So bunch the field back together. Taylor back to the stripe in front. And it's Jay Jefferson, the car that brings out the caution flag as he wrecks hard. His day will be done. He'll finish 42nd here today. We'll see how the caution came out. This is an interesting spot to have this happen. Jay Jefferson in the 05, a little bit wide through this corner. Jim Gambit in the 40 beneath him. And Gambit kind of overdrives there into Jay Jefferson. And they get hooked together. And right here, this is a hard hit into that wall head on. Jay Jefferson comes back across the track, gets Evan Hunter in the 01 who spins around the pack. That had to be a caution. There are cars everywhere. There's debris everywhere. Some hard contact. We didn't know if the 05 was going to be going or not, so the yellow came out. There's Kukulon with some damage there. Jake Galloway had to stop. He got hit by Paul Taylor. Some cars come driving through. There's Wells getting into his teammate. So the yellow flag comes out, and that's going to be a big restart because it looked like the 23 didn't have the pace as some of the others did. But if they start bound for a second behind, this could be good for Ryan Taylor, who looked like he was about to lose the lead to O'Neal, who was coming pretty hard. But now O'Neal has to deal with the restart just like Taylor does. If anyone gets a run into anyone, it could be big. This could be a huge restart. So tough break for Jefferson. He will definitely be out. Hunter and some others get damage. Back in front, it's the 23 Ryan Taylor leading us back to the caution flag. They will all, of course, stay out, and we'll restart after halfway here in the SpeedCo 200. Who wins here at Road America? Coming back green this time, it'll be 3 laps to go. Hopefully get all 3 laps under the green flag. Ryan Taylor's led every lap from the pole so far. He's out front, but a car faster than him is Josephine O'Neill, who's right now in the 2nd position. Can she use the same speed she had earlier before this caution came out to try and have a shot? In 3rd, we'll have Danny Lloyd, Greg Torres 4th, Oliver Galloway in 5th. Then Michael Canto in 6th, Eli Bright 7th, Jennifer Beeford 8th, Derek Kimmel 9th, William Boland's going to round out our top 10 for this restart with 3 laps to go on lap 6. Jay Jefferson out of this race. He's the only car out. Jonathan Beeford gets caught back up. He can try and gain a few more spots, try and minimize the points he's going to lose to Code Luigi, who's currently right now in the 14th position. He's going to have a good points day here at Road America. Who will win it? Who gets a good enough restart to get it away? Taylor leads on the restart. He's at all 5 laps as he comes to the start-finish line. O'Neill's been faster these last few laps. Up the hill to the restart zone they come. 23 car going to step on the gas, and we are back racing at Road America, and that's what O'Neill did not need to have. Yeah, she spun the tires a little bit. Lloyd's going to take advantage of the 21. Got a great jump. Luigi's on pit road on the 33. Called Luigi, our points leader, just like Jonathan Beeford hits the pits. And is going to lose all the points he was going to gain, and this could allow anyone now to try and gain the points lead. But up front's the battle for a second. Lloyd on O'Neill, but the 34 trying to take it. Trying to get back. She needs to get clear right here. With them being side by side, it's really only hurting them. Danny Lloyd got a good jump there. As the pack spreads out behind, fanning out 3 wide down this long straightaway. Lloyd in the 21, O'Neill in the 34 there, side by side for a second. No one gaining the advantage quite yet as Ryan Taylor tries to pull away in the 23 car. O'Neill needs to clear right here. She's going to try, but look at the 21 of Lloyd with a great launch off that core. He's going to clear right here. 21 car to P2. But now he only has 2.5 laps to run down the 23 Ryan Taylor, who's opened the gap back up to about a second. Could be even more than that. But does Lloyd have the speed in the car to make it work? Michael Canto from 6th on the restart to 4th. Greg Torres back to 5th. Jennifer Beeford's moved her way up to 6th. There's Oliver Galloway. William Boland in 8th. Derek Hamill and Eli Bright has fallen back to 10th. That 88 car's now at the speed after qualifying. The 21 has pulled a gap on the 34. This could be good for him. He does not need any distractions behind, and that 34 would be a distraction if O'Neill's right there, but now Lloyd's starting to pull away. Can he run down, though, the 23 Ryan Taylor? He's coming to 2 to go. The gap looks like it is about a second, so he'd have to gain about a half a second each lap. It's doable, but will he be able to? Back here at battle, Jeffrey Buford, Oliver Galloway, and a big mess along with William Boland. Galloway to the inside, Buford trying to take it. William Boland in the 81. Now under attack from Derek Hamill, who's right now 9th. Eli Bright slipped back to 10th, trying to regain some ground as well. This corner lock can happen right here. If you miss the bottom, that could ruin your whole lap. You could lose a ton of time. So up the hill they come. 2 laps of racing to go. The gap at the start-finish line for Ryan Taylor back to Danny Lloyd. As he comes across, Taylor records his lap. Lloyd in, and he is currently a second and a quarter back of the number 23. So he needs 2 fantastic laps to run the race leader Ryan Taylor down. I just don't think it's going to happen. William Boland gets a spot from Jennifer Buford. Moved the 81 up to 7th. Buford back to 8th. Now Derek Hamill going for 8th in the 26 car beneath the 62. So Derek Hamill moves to 8th. Buford back to 9th. Eli Bright going to surrender 10th as Marcus Sachi moves to the inside in the 12 car. Great run there for the 12 of Marcus Sachi. To the top 10. 3 wide further back there. Roman Fenway blocking off Landon Lyons and Max Anderson, who are double file behind him. No battles inside the top 10 currently. The biggest one right now. And look at, they've gained on Ryan Taylor big time. Taylor may have messed up a few corners, and Lloyd has closed in the 21. O'Neill goes wide. She falls back, and that's really helping Lloyd out. Danny Lloyd cannot be thinking about, trying to fend off these drivers. He has to be thinking ahead. He can't keep looking in his mirror, wondering where the car behind him is. He has to go as quick as he can. Right there, peeking through the trees, you can see the cars in front. Ryan Taylor, Danny Lloyd. Run 1-2. But it's going to take another big mistake out of the 23 for the 21 to close in even more than he has. O'Neill right now in a solid 3rd, but she has to wonder if that caution didn't come out, would she have had a shot at this race victory? And the front 10 pretty much spread out. Here's a battle. Marcus Sachi, Eli Bright, and Jennifer Buford. That is for 9th, 10th, and 11th. Sachi's going to keep 10th as Eli could not get the power down off the corner. We forgot to update you, but your points leader called Luigi is back on the racetrack, but he's 41st. Jonathan Buford in the 66 is currently in the 39th position. make it 38th, 37th as he passes a few more cars. So Luigi is going to lose a few points to Buford. The question is how to third on back in points range. Taylor messed up the corner. Lloyd on the bottom lane is going to take off the corner. That's a great launch to the white flag. 4 miles left of Road America. Those are 4 miles of mistakes that could be made. White flag last up in the SpeedCo 200. Taylor leads Lloyd. To turn 1, Lloyd had a great launch out the final corner to close in. But now can he keep it going to turn 1? Taylor hard on the brakes. Lloyd hard into the braking zone. Closes in on the 23. As they now hit the approach to turn 2. Lloyd is all over the back of Ryan Taylor to turn 2. Taylor holds him off there. Stays single file through there. Danny Lloyd trying to get the run off the corner. Trying to use that rear grip well to that 21 car. As they come down this long straightaway to the sharp and slow left-hander. It's Taylor leading Lloyd by about 3, 4, 5 car lengths to turn 3. Taylor into the braking zone. Lloyd closes hard in the braking zone. He's absolutely better under braking. The 21 car is on the back bumper of the 23. One small mistake out of Ryan Taylor, and Lloyd will pounce. The 21 car to turn 4. The gap stays constant. It's now down to about 1 or 2 car lengths, separating the front two as they're going to hit this Canada corner here for the final time. Taylor with a good gap, but Danny Lloyd is there waiting for a mistake to be made. Taylor goes a little wide through there, and Lloyd closes a little bit right here. This is a corner that could ruin your whole lap. Taylor a little bit wider than Lloyd, who's trying to take hard. Taylor's wide. Lloyd is down lower. It's going to be a big battle off the corner. Who's going to get the run down the straightaway? Lloyd trying to get it. Taylor closes him off. Lloyd slips up through the corner. That could be it. Lloyd with a huge mistake there loses ground. Taylor. And now Lloyd fading back to Josephine O'Neill. A great battle there for the race lead, but it's not over yet. Taylor has to hit these corners perfectly. He gets into that right-hander well. He slings it hard. Lloyd trying to gain that ground back, but I don't think he has enough time. This final corner, it's all going to come down to it. Can Taylor get through well? Can Lloyd close in? Final corner, if Taylor messes up, Lloyd can try and close back in. But he gets down to the bottom lane nicely. Same with Lloyd. It's going to be Ryan Taylor from the pole. He holds off the challenge of Danny Lloyd. Taylor up the hill. He wins from the pole. Leads all 8 laps. Ryan Taylor wins the SpeedCo 200 at Road America. What a battle to the end. Lloyd tried everything he could. There's a side-by-side battle. Hamill edges Torres. And another side-by-side battle. Landon Lyons gets by the 07 of Roman Fenway. But a great job by Ryan Taylor holding off the challenge of Danny Lloyd. If Lloyd maybe did not slip up in that one really fast corner, if he didn't go wide, could he have had a shot in the final few corners of that race? Ryan Taylor, though, loving what he's doing here today. He put on a show. He won, leading all 8 laps. Domination here at Road America. Let's go check the finishing results now. Here are the finish results from the SpeedCo 200 at Road America. 1 caution fight for 2 laps, and 1 driver led the race, but it wasn't short on action, I'll tell you that. Ryan Taylor from the pole leads all 8 laps to get to victory lane, but there was action all around this 4-mile road course in Wisconsin. Danny Lloyd was the one putting on the show, gaining on the restart, closing in onto the back bumper of the 23, but ultimately ends up second, messing up one of the final corners. Definitely hurt his shot. Josephine O'Neill had the fastest car before that yellow came out. She helped herself for third. A great day for her, though, with one of the faster cars. Michael Canto backs up that win with a 4th place finish, and Oliver Galloway rounds out the top 5. Then William Bowen comes up to 6th at the end. Derek Kimmel passes Greg Torres at the end, down to 7th. Torres from the front row falls to 8th. Jennifer Buford 9th, and Marcus Hachi edges the top 10 over Eli Bright. So there's your top 20, and with that win, Ryan Taylor moves into the points. That he gained enough points, and Luigi and Buford lost enough to where Taylor is now your points leader here in the Target Series. As we look down, some of our drivers up at the front in the points had horrible days. Jonathan Buford is running inside the top 10 with one of the faster cars. He obviously felt something wrong on the car, though, as he came down pit road under the green flag. That yellow saved him. He gained a few positions back, but otherwise 37th and nothing he could really do there. And Cole Luigi coming to the green flag with 3 laps to go. He had an issue on his car. He came down the pit lane. He ends up 40th. He could only pass Evan Hunter there. And that green flag round at the end. Jay Jefferson, the only car out of the race due to crash damage. Let's now go look at the points. So we mentioned how big the swing was, but here are the point standings. Ryan Taylor takes over the points with a win. Luigi falls to 2nd, 28 points back. He also has a win. Adam McDowell's 3rd. He's just been consistent so far this season, just like he was last season, picking up right where he left off in season number 6. Max Harrison is now 4th in points, and Jonathan Buford falls to 5th. Michael Canto up to 6th with 2 great races back-to-back. He's actually tied with Buford for 5th. William Bowen is now 7th. Another great day for him. Jim Gim is 8th. James McCurligan 9th, and Eli Bright with those 2 wins right now inside the top 10, tied with Blake Petrus. There's your top 20. Your two wild cards currently: Luke Rainey in the 22 and George Cooper in the 38. But if Eli falls outside of the top 10 in points, he would take over one of the wild cards automatically because he has 2 wins, which is, of course, more than one. It's been a wild season so far here in the Target Series. As you look down here, some of these drivers looking to try and gain some momentum here, trying to move forward in points. Drivers like Roman Fenway, Levi Shones, Jacob Davidson, needing some luck to go their way if they want to have a shot to make the chase in the Target Series season number 7. And our next stop to do that will be another 1.5 mile oval. We head to Texas for the Ford 300. I'll see you guys then.